I get ball first.
Him lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much.
Yeah. I'm ready for this.
Found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second and long here. On the ground, it's Croma. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Rides to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. The give on fourth down. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, catch that.
By the defense to jar that one loose.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride him again. Nice move to keep running. Fighting off the defender.
Oh, here's up. Here's up.
When offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football. I like the way they started this football game.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Turns upfield.
Get off him.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Seminoles want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, he dropped it.
Was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Gotta make the play on 4th. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're testing the right side here. By finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Still looking to his right. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's got
Get up out the way.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get
Ain't no way that dude hit it.
and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Chroma. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's pretty good.
The end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From deep, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what a great job by the defense points here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on
Yes,
the
sir.
back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Cradles it at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Making the adjustment. He breaks a tackle.
Correct.
Defense not fooled. Wildcat.
Ah,
Now, you want to be a great run
I like it.
defense. Your DBs have to be great tacklers, and I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up.
Oh man.
Touchdown, Florida State. He ran through 2 men
That's that stick
right
work.
into the end zone.
That's stick work. I was saying that with the button.
In the weight room this offseason, did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Deep in the end zone, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Turner. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a
give it back to him. Runs through a tackle.
Mm.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. From the gun, it's Turner. He's past the sticks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Turner. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Turner. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash them down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Touchdown, Panthers.
Bullshit.
Window for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Chroma. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20.
situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up
I
by
needed
2
that, boy.
and a field goal.
You get ball back, don't you?
That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second.
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at the 25-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Turning it on. Past the 50. The 40. He's at the 30. Still on his feet.
Yeah, we're walking down.
And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Left side is Hicks. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That
Hit him 3.
is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area. But nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense Fakes the handoff. It's Croma. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. He's past the marker. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Croma. Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Got the 1st down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Singleton. Knocked down immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking for the score. Got his man downfield. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offense.
Let's go.
Doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Really disciplined
Cornfield.
coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Caught, it's Turner. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. unloads to the wideout. A strike
Mm.
downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Florida State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from
Be
making
smart.
the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Snapped on fourth down. Moving out to the right. Outside
Yeah.
the pocket, lets it go.
Yeah, he wanted to run.
His man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Damn, why the fuck?
Way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets rid of it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long. You know it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And a
Let's
big
go.
return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force
Stay
it.
straight.
Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. A quick strike, just as we expected.
I had church on Saturday. Church on Saturday. I got church on Saturday. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to let you pick now. What they rank here? Yeah. 16. Oh, they got a defense. There we go. He trying to get on ship, he said.
Unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Way fake, Marcel Reed. Great call
Good
to
catch.
separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced
All
the
right, yeah.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Reed. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Right side, it's Morrow. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Reed.
God, you got to catch that.
Ball, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hits inside, it's Dickey. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. RPO complete.
Oh, he didn't get that.
For the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you got to get down on that.
Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Hauls it in.
Good shit.
cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That set got to get to that.
The offense
Pressure
did
got to get there.
exactly what it needed to do.
All right, let's
Getting
go.
the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got a little bit more urgency. They've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Aggies trying to
Thank you.
find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Can't get him to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Texas A&M going up tempo. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
I'll tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
Hard running there. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Just blew his way through a
Look at that run.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, and got the long touchdown.
Well, look, he bite through there.
Blitz the upright. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got enough. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
That's pretty good right there.
Dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. After run, now throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
to throw, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Carter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Nicky. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down, gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on
Take
the
points
play.
off the board.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. As we get a look at the stats, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Number 48, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to the right. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Craven. Makes the grab in their space. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Not a lot of room to make this catch.
All right, we got to get it back.
Not a lot of room to take that one back. Texas Tech ready to send the
think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Good shit.
Great job by the back on the option.
Good shit.
The running back is
All
going to
right.
get a long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch.
Ooh,
and
nah,
the
we ain't good
running
shape.
back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
We in good shape.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Reed got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Reed.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in
There's no way he getting back through that like that, man.
It's been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. And there he goes. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas Tech will start the drive. Ready to go. Basically everything they tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal, and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Nice play to knock that one down.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Left side is Carter. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And
God, we gotta get there.
with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized
Great.
receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can
A whole
do
half,
this
yeah.
nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra
watch.
point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. On the return, it's Bussy.
What about this one? What about this one?
Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Keeps it on first down. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Here's Reed to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Makes his man miss. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff again. Here's some daylight. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Going to the run, it's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Texas A&M going up tempo. Throwing Reed. Got there right.
You gotta catch that, son.
It'll be 3rd down.
Boy, you gotta catch that.
Want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchups somewhere else.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Hammond. Looking left. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Got it.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Straight ahead, it's Dickey. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the right.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
It's a pick. He's thrown right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Reed. The short hands. It's Horton. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Unleashes one.
Good
They were
job.
thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Reed to the air again. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Reed, look out! And he never had a chance. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Reels it in. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
We'll take.
Here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. The official says no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside. It's Dickey. Fights off a defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime.
All right, we need to stop right here.
Going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. From deep, it's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Right side, it's Carter. Still on his feet at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How the hell, yeah.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability. You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Look at you, crazy.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Craver. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great.
Ain't no way that dude that damn fast.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
From the gun on third down, Reed. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't set his feet. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Timeout.
Yeah, that might do it right there.
That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Right through his hands.
That motherfucker just dropped the ball.
Want that one back. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside when that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The route is on.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Deep in the end zone, it's Morrow. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone.
What's
It didn't
up?
work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, they were
Oh
trying
my
to go
goodness.
RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Hold on. That was some bullshit just now.
This offense has it with really good field position. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Carter. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Left side is Carter. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown
Nah.
running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue
I can run it back.
man the ball.
Same team, different outcome.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. I imagine he's going to get an earful
You
on
crazy.
the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, it's Morrow. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Out wide right, it's Morrow. Makes the catch, and he's free. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
In football, you hear the term.
Can't do nothing with that.
And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Byers on the move. Got him downfield. Spinderella found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Throwing Reed. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Reed. Throwing right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Reed. Under pressure, and he avoids the sack.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Reed to the air again. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides.
Good job.
Defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
That's what we wanted.
Anxiety, they're waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Hammond. Gonna take a shot. And he's
Oh, that's pass interference.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morrow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the losing this ball game. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds a tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Aggies will hustle to the line. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
There he goes. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Buying a little time to his left. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Rushes on. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Simmons. Here's a little room there. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide left, it's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Right side, it's Armstrong. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Reed throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. To throw, it's Hammond. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball run by no one that time.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got a man, it's Carter. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Trying to get the corner.
Let's go.
Corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try. He's got it inside the 30. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Turns up, it's Eakin. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Hammond. Left side is Simmons. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So
the quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone. Just not able to punch it in on that last 3rd down attempt. So now they've got 4th down at the 2-yard line.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. On the snap, it's Simmons. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Move. Bender. Here's Reed to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Sets his feet. It's Reed. Going for 6. Touchdown.
Got it.
Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Shouldn't have got there.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
There it is. We got it.
Recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Oh, who?
Got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Wants to throw one first. He'll take a deep shot here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. And back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. And that is how we will wrap this up.
Yeah, it ain't that bad as it look.
These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today.
We'll get one tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me,
At 1 o'clock.
that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think
I got to hit it tonight.
this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that,
Good game. We tied up.
if they put their A game together and all three
Yeah.
phases,
Thought it was going to be
this is
cakewalk.
what we're talking about very, very late in the season.
Yeah, you thought I was going to be.
It's been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for David Pollack.
I had Florida State.
I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. Bro, I'm going to beat Rich. And I done beat you. Me and Green supposed to play tomorrow morning. All right, my guy.